All right, it's 7:15 on the dot. Good Wednesday evening, everyone. I almost said Thursday, but let's not jump ahead. We're just at the halfway point of the week and not much further. I'm Fox 19 Now First Alert Meteorologist Brad Maushart with your 7:15 live weather show. And we've got a lot to talk about because tomorrow, unfortunately, is a first alert weather day. Now, it's not going to be all day long. This is primarily through the morning hours. We'll talk about it in a second, but can we just admire just some of the sunshine? It's been a really nice day again. Pretty summer-like outside. We've enjoyed a nice long stretch. In fact, we've had quite a few days without any measurable precipitation over at the airport, so we need some rainfall. Unfortunately, this rain tomorrow is going to come at an inopportune time, and that is going to be the Thursday morning drive. I urge you to pack your patience as you head out the door early tomorrow morning. We're not expecting any severe storms from this. Yeah, we could see some gusty winds, some intense rainfall. Can't rule out some minor flooding, right? But the first alert weather day, the reason it's being issued for tomorrow is specifically because of the timing. It's just going to be poorly timed for tomorrow morning, so give yourself plenty of extra time as you head out the door. You might even get woken up early by a rumble of thunder or two. I apologize in advance early tomorrow morning if you get one of those rumbles of thunder early in the morning hours, because we could see some storms as early as 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we'll see the storms on and off through the early afternoon tomorrow. Let's talk weather numbers, right? I have a lot of things happening on the sheet. It's a busy sheet. And one of those things was 15. That is the number of days. I told you it's been a while. 15 days since we've seen any measurable precipitation at the International Airport. Last time we saw anything other than a trace of rain was back on August 19th. August 19th, 15 days ago, and that's when we picked up over a third of an inch of rain. We need some rainfall. Some areas did pick up some meaningful rainfall yesterday. Here's the drought monitor. This will get updated again tomorrow, and with not much rainfall happening in the last week or two, expect this to get probably worse before it gets better, and that, again, will get updated tomorrow. But here's where we did see some rainfall, and it was in those spots, I'm just going to go back and forth here, where we needed some of the rain. Drought monitor, a lot of the yellow around the south side of town, southeast especially, and there's where we've seen the rainfall. So we've gotten a little bit of help, but we'll need a lot more. We do have a good chance. We're going to show you the future precipitation we're going to see outside with our next two cold fronts, and it's going to be in an area, that needs the rain. The heaviest amounts anyway. Just about everybody on the map will have a chance to see some storms outside through the day tomorrow, and another good chance, especially around in the southeast of town, for Saturday. But here's some of the rainfall totals. Let's see. Let's query some of these. Why not? I built this thing. Why not start to query some things? I have to find where I put it, though. Let's see. I think this will work. That little red hot spot there to the southwest of Vivi. Nope, that wasn't it. Hold on. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? There it is. All right. So that hot spot there to the southwest of Vivi, that's an estimated over 5 inches of rainfall. Anywhere you see blue on this map, that's an estimated 1 inch plus. So Owen County, Grant County, maybe you're on the fringe there of southern Boone County, maybe over an inch of rainfall. Owen, Grant, Pendleton County about an inch. Bracken County maybe on the Grant County line. Pendleton County line and Bracken County, maybe about an inch of rainfall there. Mason County, a little lesser amounts there south of Maysville, maybe about a half inch yesterday. We had some rain over in Adams County too, about a half inch of rainfall there. So again, some helpful amounts, but not nearly enough to be drought busters out there. So we do have another chance, like I said, starting tomorrow morning to see some wet and stormy weather. Not a number, but how about this for you? Saw a little something interesting floating down. There's always some interesting things floating down the river here in Cincinnati. The Ohio River there, some boats going by. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Maybe a bird in front of the camera. But then I spotted this rolling down. Had its own giant crane with him. Where's Boat Raider when you need him? He's over on Instagram, in case you guys haven't seen Boat Raider. That one's always fun. He always rates the boats as they go down the river here. And we had this boat rolling on by. Does that look familiar to anybody? See if anybody's tuning in here on the chat this evening. Here on a wonderful Wednesday. Nobody. Well, that's fine. Hopefully you're out enjoying the sunshine. That boat always comes around in the fall. That's your hint. It's the USS Nightmare rolling down the river here, getting pushed on in. The USS Nightmare, you can see it rolling on in, and then they started to put it together here. Fast forward through time. They were anchoring it to the shore here over in Newport. And the USS Nightmare opens up a week from tomorrow, September 11th. Thursday, September 11th, 7 o'clock. It's that time of the year, right? We're getting into September, getting into fall, it feels like, anyway. A lot of fair weather clouds otherwise drifting on through, and now the USS Nightmare is anchored there for the season. The sun going down. We have just under an hour left of daylight. Sunset tonight, 8:05, getting earlier and earlier. Our last 8 p.m. sunset is Saturday of the season. Next one doesn't come around until March 30th of next year. So if you like these longer nights, enjoy it. Won't be long. You'll be driving home from work or school in the dark. That'll be happening later on in December once we lose that daylight saving time. We go back to standard time, and the sunsets get real early then. Right now, not bad outside. I mean, we're still sitting at 80 degrees. I'll probably, do this for another 10 minutes or so and then hop off of here so I can go enjoy a nice dinner outside somewhere. I'm going to find somewhere where I can go eat outside, maybe up at the park or something. We'll see. 80 degrees outside. Really nice evening on the way until about midnight or so. That's where things are set to change. That's when our next storm system rolls in. So there's some of those downpours we saw earlier today off to the east already rolling away. But here's what's lurking. It is a big, lousy low. I mean, you can see that pinwheel. That pinwheel itself from this low is, it's huge. How many, oh man, if I could hold things. Hold on, let me kill that and come back. Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit because we are not very professional in the streaming show. Let's zoom out. I mean, look at this thing. That low is gigantic. I mean, from east to west, if I go all the way here west of Edmonton, almost over to Toronto, it's almost 1,600 miles wide, the spin on this thing, right? That's a huge cold front that's heading our way. Let's hop back, and boom, with the magic, it reappears. That cold front is headed our way. Here's the good news. While it will be a slow go of things tomorrow morning, that's bad. Here's the good news. It's coming in the morning hours, and you're saying, well, why is that good? If this had come through in the afternoon, where it will be off to the east tomorrow, let me throw on the Storm Prediction Center day number 2 outlook, we'd be seeing more of a severe weather threat. But since that cold front and the best rain and storm opportunities will be drying up here by the afternoon, a little bit of daytime heating in that cold front could have been trouble for our area. But now the marginal risk is just outside of the area. I mean, if I really want to get specific with this and get into the DMA here, look at this. I mean, the southeastern little sliver, just the smallest corner of Adams County is under a marginal risk tomorrow. Rockville, that's it. You're the spot tomorrow. Along US 52. If we see a severe storm, it's likely going to be down there through the morning hours before things start to pick back up, or early afternoon before we finally dry back out. So no severe weather threat for us because it's coming in the morning hours. However, it will still be a slow morning drive, so just be prepared for that. Let's track the tropics, shall we? Let's take a look at this. And this has a very high chance of being our next named system here within the next 3 to 5, maybe 6 days. This, an 80% chance as it continues to trek its way westward, going to have to be one to watch for the U.S. It's been a pretty quiet year, no landfalling storms. We've had a major hurricane. No Roku. Karen asking about the Roku. I'm not 100% sure. We should be because everything else is running nominally. The one thing that might have thrown a wrench in the Roku plans for tonight, I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Let's try this. It usually helps when I hit buttons, right? Try now. It should be coming up now. Brad forgot to hit a button. It's fine. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. A lot of stuff going on. It should be on Roku now. I apologize for that. I got carried away with these new fun transitions I discovered. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing, right? Let's go back to where I was before. All right. That I forgot to hit the buttons. That was me. I'm easily distracted. And that's where we ended up tonight. So it is on Roku. It should be rolling live now as well on our streaming channel. Sorry for those who were tuning in 10 minutes ago and 10 minutes late and now just wondering why you've missed half of this. That was my fault. I am but a human. Here are the tropics. We were talking about our storm system. We were talking about some numbers. We were talking about the USS Nightmare rolling in Newport tonight. And some rain totals. Nothing too big yet. We're going to still talk about tomorrow's first alert weather day coming up, but let's talk about this. And this would be, I believe, Gabrielle. Yep, I even have the name there. Within the next couple of days. Don't be surprised this gets organized here pretty quickly and one to watch. We haven't had any U.S. landfalls yet, but if this takes that southern path, more so down this way, that would be trouble for us. Even if it kind of hugs Hispaniola here and goes past Puerto Rico and works its way into the Bahamas, that could also be trouble. The best option for this would be, the northern trek there, because then it usually gets caught up and pushed a little bit further out like our last storm. But we'll see what happens with that. But the next name likely to be Gabrielle here shortly in the tropics. So September the 10th, typically peak hurricane season. Climatologically, that's when we see the peak, and then things start to trickle down from there. That'll be next Wednesday. Let's talk about our weather here tomorrow, because we do have a first alert weather day tomorrow morning. Rain and storms are likely. Not likely to see severe weather, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago. But the timing is bad. You'll see these storms might even wake you up through the overnight. 3 to 4 o'clock looks like the first wave pushes through downtown. We catch a little bit of a break. You might get lucky if you're heading out the door at 6 o'clock, but if you wait until about 7 or 8, you're going to get hit with the second round of rain, right? So that's something to keep an eye on. Overall, some areas could pick up a quarter to a half inch of rainfall tomorrow. Some isolated spots could pick up 3/4 of an inch before we dry back out tomorrow afternoon. By 11 or 12 o'clock, most of the tri-state starts to dry back out, and that'll be a trend we continue through the rest of the day. So yes, it stinks in the morning, but tomorrow afternoon looks pretty good. Green light, smooth sailing for the evening drive. And yeah, sorry about that, Karen. That's my fault. I forgot that. There are like 6 buttons in here I have to hit to make this thing work, and then sometimes I just don't hit them. And if I forget after this, I'm going to be streaming long into the night, and then I'm going to have people wondering why we're still streaming, and this is just a black room when I turn the lights out. So just how it works out. All right, evening drive tomorrow, nice, and that is good news for what I'm about to show you next, which is the 165th Harvest Home Fair Parade. That is tomorrow. Yes, that begins tomorrow over in Cheviot. I once called Cheviot, as a joke, Chevois, and got a lot of angry emails. So I will not call Cheviot Chevois. It is Cheviot, and that starts tomorrow. September 4th runs through Sunday, but the parade is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And again, good news is most of that rain is out here by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're looking at a really nice night for the parade. A little breezy, maybe a little chilly once that sun gets low on the horizon, but not bad. I mean, it's been a lot worse than this. We'll take that. 70 for the parade start by the time you're heading home, probably around the mid-60s. Again, pretty comfy out there. Here's Friday, though. Friday, high school football could get a little bit more interesting. This is a little bit of a change in the forecast from yesterday. The thing that didn't change, it's still going to be breezy, right? We're still going to have some wind gusts out there. Not a great night for the kicking or the passing games. The winds, if you want to know, are going to be out of the southwest. If any coaches are watching, and this might influence their planning, southwest wind gusting to about 25 miles an hour. So if you have one of those stadiums north to south, be prepared for that for the passing and the kicking games tomorrow, high schoolers. A little breezy outside. And on top of that, this is the change. We will have a slim chance for some storms out there the later we get in the night. The best chances are likely going to be after 10 to 11 o'clock after the games wrap up. But especially south of town, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, watch out. We could see some storms out there. That's something we'll have to keep an eye on for Friday night. Best chances overall roll in through the early morning hours Saturday. Now, another good stroke of luck. Yes, it's going to be lousy to start Saturday morning. It's going to be a little breezy. It's going to be pretty rainy, especially south of town. But the afternoon dries back up. And here's why that's good news. Most of the plans for your outdoor plans are usually not at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, there's some runs, probably some 5Ks going on or something around town, right? You want to get some exercise in. If you can wait off till the afternoon's still going to be gorgeous. I mean, we'll hit the mid-70s out there, and everything dries up. Here's the other piece of good news. UC's home opener is Saturday. They're playing Bowling Green State, the Falcons from up the road. They're playing them tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Saturday. I wish it was tomorrow. That would mean I would be off work. They're playing Saturday at 3:30. 3:30 kickoff. You know they'll be tailgating at noon. And if I just back this up just a little bit, because we've been so professional so far. Oh, wow. Or it's just going to do that to me. Hold on. Bear with me as my graphics completely fail. All right, let's see. Saturday, 1, 2 o'clock. I mean, there's your pregame. Most of the rain falls well southeast of town. The cold front's pushing away, and we're drying out the later we get in the afternoon. Looks great for a game over at Nippert Stadium. Hopefully you get out there and get UC a big win to start the season. Sunday looks great, too. Let me back it up again a little bit. I don't have all these pause points in here for the actual show because I just don't have enough time. Not enough time to go around. Let's go to 1 o'clock Sunday. Any guesses on what's happening 1 o'clock here on Sunday? Let's fast forward and move the camera around. Cleveland. All right, the mistake by the lake. Bengals Season opener Sunday. We're just a couple days away now. This is also a change from yesterday. It was looking really nice up in Cleveland yesterday in the forecast, and now we have a slimmest of chances for one of those lake showers rolling on through. Either way, if you are going to head to this game, still better than playing in there than playing. If I could talk, it's still better playing there this weekend than it would be in December. That's what I was trying to spit out, because nobody wants to be in Cleveland in December. It's cold, it's miserable, and usually snowy. So this is still going to be nice. They'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for that game. Starting off a little cool, but things warm up as the game goes on. Yeah, you can see a stray shower, but it's better than a stray snow shower. That's what I always say. That'll be Cleveland on Sunday, 1 p.m. kick, Bengals season opener. All right, back to Cincinnati, right? High pressure builds back in Sunday night. The rest of our Sunday here in Cincinnati, we have no rain chances here in the better city. Sunday looks great. A little cooler, a little crisp out there, both Sunday and Monday mornings. We're talking temperatures in the 40s. A little chilly to close out the weekend. The reason is high pressure is building in up there to the northwest. That will keep the temperatures down. As you can see the direction of the arrow there, we're on the cool side or the better side of the high, keeping the cooler air in place. However, that high is on the move, and the next week it takes the chill with it, spreads off to the east, and that means a southerly breeze returns, warming us back up through the rest of this forecast. We do stay nice and dry, it looks like, through all of next work week. All the next work week, that takes us through the 12th, the 13th, 14th looks good, and the 14th, there's a lot of stuff happening. I have a lot of things scribbled down here, so let me see if I can make some sense of all my notes. Our game of the week, high school game of the week Friday, is Middletown, the Middies, over at the Oak Hills Highlanders over in Bridgetown, pretty close to Cheviot, where they're having the big parade out there Thursday. Friday, Oak Hills hosting Middletown. That is our game of the week as voted on by a lot of high school kids, and probably a few adults too. That is happening Friday. Expect some good stuff out of that. Just the slimmest of chances for a shower. Saturday, UC home opener. Big day Saturday. Obviously, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, big series anyway with the Reds. And then what else we got going on? Next week, Loveland, Newport, and Covington. All three of those big cities, 2 in northern Kentucky, 1 northeast of town. All three are hosting some variation of an Oktoberfest beginning on the 12th. So that would be Friday. I think Newport is also the 12th. I know Covington's Oktoberfest. Love the Cov. 12th to the 14th. Loveland, I'm not 100% sure, but I know they at least start maybe on the 12th. That's what I have scribbled here. I can't read my own handwriting. If you saw this, you wouldn't be able to make sense of it either. Saturday, on top of Fest season, we also have FC Cincinnati back in town. Need to pick up some wins here to close out the season. They're at home on the 13th. I don't remember who they're playing, but it's a big game. Everyone from here on out's a big game for FC Cincinnati. And then the Bengals, they're playing out here on Sunday, the 14th. So a lot happening next weekend, and the good news is it does look like a pleasant forecast from here on out. We need some rainfall as advertised. We will get some. We saw some today. We saw a little bit yesterday. Not enough. Here comes more. Most of the tri-state will see rainfall tomorrow as this cold front pushes in. Yes, you could dodge some showers. Yes, you might not see a bunch at all. Maybe enough for a little sprinkle on the windshield. That, it still counts. I need a free car wash, and that could happen tomorrow in a few spots. Up to a quarter to a half inch likely. Some areas could pick up, some isolated areas south of town could pick up more than that. Now look what happens with Saturday, because Saturday I do think looks maybe to even be more intense than what we're going to see outside tomorrow morning. Might have to make it a first alert weather day, too, for that morning, because look what happens. Impactful rainfall. We need this. This is the area that was most hard hit by drought-like conditions. We'll keep an eye on the drought monitor tomorrow to see how it updates, but these are areas that need that rain. In some areas, they're even northeastern. You see the northeastern corner there of Adams County, southwestern Owen County, that lighter blue shade, that is over 2 inches of estimated rainfall potential from these 2 cold fronts. This is typically our driest month of the year, and within just 2 cold fronts, just a span of a couple days, we could pick up, maybe not at the airport, but some areas southeast of town could pick up almost a month's worth of September rain in just 1 day, or 2 days, I guess, 2 days, right? So that is going to be very beneficial for those areas seeing the abnormally dry conditions. Temperature-wise, it's kind of a roller coaster. I mean, it's that way this time of the year anyways. Tomorrow, after the rain, we're a little cooler. We rebound on Friday. Breezy and summer-like. Wind gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour Friday. Things calm down Saturday as that next cold front comes through, and behind it we cool down. Our coolest days are going to be Sunday and Monday, another taste of fall before things warm back up again by the end of this forecast. Upper 70s to low 80s to mid 80s. Next Saturday, FC Cincinnati 82. Sunday, the Bengals game, home opener. September the 14th, we'll see what happens. It's a long ways out, right? 10-day forecast, a lot can change in those 8, 9, and 10 days, 8, 9, and 10. Even day 5, things can change, right? So we'll keep an eye on it, but right now the trend is up into next week, next weekend. It's a long ways out, but it does make the 10-day forecast. So here we go. Tomorrow, first alert weather day. Specifically, hold on, here's a fun transition. How about this one? Cross zoom. That was not what I wanted. Cross zoom. Again. All right, there's your 7-day forecast. 74 degrees outside for tomorrow. The reason it's a first alert weather day, the heavy rain in the morning hours. It's just poorly timed. We're not going to see any severe weather, but it doesn't mean that it won't be impactful weather, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow morning. Friday, yes, there will be some spotty storms, primarily south of town and primarily after high school football, but most of the day is dry, and the breeze is going to get you all day long. It's going to be windy out there all day and warmer. Brief warm up before that next cold front crashes through Saturday morning. Good news is most of that rainfall out of here for the UC home opener Saturday afternoon at 3:30 over at Nippert, historical Nippert Stadium. 75 for that. Nice and comfy on Sunday. Just a little crisp out there for the mornings. Sunday and Monday both taking a dive into the upper 40s. Bundle up out there before we warm back up. Here's the extended forecast. Yes, we go out to 10 days now here at Fox 19. Your first alert 10-day forecast. 80 degrees Thursday, 81 Friday. A little summer-like end to next week. High school football, you thought it was getting chilly? Not yet. Just hold on. 81 out there next Friday with hopefully some better weather. Can't rule out a slim chance for a shower out there by the end of next week, but most of us are still dry. So get out there, enjoy it. Do I dare hit the roller door transition? I will. Not a bad forecast, all things considered. Tomorrow is that first alert weather day with impactful weather. Just give yourself some extra time. You'll be in good shape. Take the rain gear with you. You will not need it for the afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon looks great. Great for the Harvest Home Fair Parade, which I struggle to say on air numerous times. I don't know why, because I've heard it a million times having grown up here. But that parade is tomorrow at 6. The weather looks great for that. Don't be deterred. I know there's a flashing red, thing there behind Thursday. It's fine. That'll be good by tomorrow afternoon. Friday, breezy. I'm telling you, if the high school coaches are watching, passing game, kicking game, not going to be great on Friday with all the breeze that we're going to be seeing out there. Saturday, this will be game number 2 with the Mets. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 Reds games there in a row. Saturday, if you have Reds tickets, don't be deterred by that rain icon showing up there. That rain is out of here early on. The rest of our Saturday afternoon looks great. Sunday looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a little soggy early Saturday, but we'll be all right. Rest of the weekend looks amazing. Make some plans out there. Make some plans for next week. I'm making plans to go eat right now because I'm hungry. Thanks for tuning in. Apologies for those that tuned in late on the Roku and anywhere else that these buttons make things go out to. I apologize. That's on me. If I remember, I'll hit the buttons tomorrow, and that way we can start on time. Enjoy your evening, everybody. As always, shall we hit it with one more, whatever this does, fly transition to the 10-day forecast here. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your week. We'll track those showers and storms for you. Meteorologist Catherine Bodak will be back early tomorrow morning to get you through that messy morning drive. Enjoy your evening, everybody.